And I'm here, yay!
Yay!
Oh wait, wrong game.
Right.
Well, time to burn down this place.
We set fire to the plot.
Considering that we're in it, I'd save that for later.
I think plot is easier to set a fire to than rain, so we can
Also,
do this.
I have a plan. We must steal the HMAS Gorgon.
Yeah, I remember that thing being really, really big. And taking up all the sky and being military and prototype. And
Yeah, I don't think we have enough people to drive it.
I also remember Ebenezer being like, I want that.
I almost joined the military just seeing it.
Yeah.
I don't think you drive that thing.
Yeah, I think he piloted it.
I kind of forgot the measurements, but if I remember correctly, it was in like the kilometer range.
Yeah, I remember it was around 900 meters, I think you said?
Something like that. It's pretty
Because-
damn large.
Yeah.
Like an air dreadnought.
Yeah.
I shall fear their battleships when they can fly in the air. Oh shit.
Oh, by the way, which skills do I use to, like, heal on our robot?
Probably engineering mechanic.
Mechanic clockwork?
And I am not a robot. I find that term highly offensive.
You can use mechanic clockwork for some of the more superficial stuff, and at a higher difficulty, some of the intricate stuff. But really, he's so specialized. Like, you need a specific specialization in his model to not take penalties. But it would be clockwork for most of it.
I could so I'm the robot healer now.
Yeah, let me know when you find out what my model number is.
You don't have
Wha-
one.
Well, I was more thinking, yeah. Like, I can use first aid on other people, and I can use mechanic clockwork on him.
Yeah.
Like, when he's got the wire sticking out, I can just grab them and stuff them back in and put them on.
He's got very few wires.
A lot of hydraulic tubing, though.
Yep. And cogs. Lots of cogs.
I'm just thinking about the race of gear people from Rick and Morty.
I must admit, I don't really know much about that show.
Yeah, I feel like I'm probably the only huge Rick and Morty fan here.
I'm like, it's like I would watch it, but it's a series, so I can't because series require way too much commitment.
Not really. You could probably take one episode out of order and still find it amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I watched some, and I'm like, if I feel like, yeah, I would watch something that's, oh yeah, we can watch it. Okay, yeah. But that means that I watch it very, very consistently.
Also, that would have been a critical success on repairing like superficial damage.
Yeah, that is pretty much true. Best 18 is just the boundary where you have a 6 as a quit.
Well, since he doesn't have the specialization, he'd have like a -2-ish.
Mm. Yeah, it's a -2 if you work outside of your specialization.
Actually, I believe it's a familiarity.
Yeah. Same shit, different name.
Oh, familiarity is a separate thing from speciality. You actually have to pay like I think it's 1 point to get familiarity with a certain piece that you aren't base familiar with.
Oh yeah, you actually spend oh, what's it called? Those 1 point perks on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, someone was getting shot.
Yes.
I remember it
Um,
being me.
yes, you had just
I don't.
entered. I believe the professor and Ebenezer were still lounging outside.
I
Mostly
wasn't
just
lounging.
seeing
I
that the horses were tied up because, if I remember correctly, there was a hitching post.
remember that I went to the back of the house.
Oh, yes. Um, yes, you did.
But that's as much as I remember.
Yeah, and
I almost think Dan got shot in the knee.
Daniel just barely got missed by a crossbow bolt that lodged itself in the door frame. He and Noah has just entered into the main room or the entry room of this little travel hostel, what have you. And,
It's a hoose.
Hmm?
Never mind.
Sounded like you did a Canadian accent there.
Sadly, that was my Swedish accent.
And you're dead.
Ebenezer just falls apart into separate components.
Yeah, Ebenezer was an IKEA model.
Oh god. Then we'll never put him to get back together again.
Yes. Anyway, Noah and Daniel, since you are both inside, I would like you to make a perception check with a penalty of -2 due to darkness. Daniel, you do not
Yeah.
take it because you have night vision.
Well, night vision.
Ish.
Yeah. Basically, I live in the dark.
Yeah, you have good night vision, basically.
My perception's just shit on its own, so.
It's okay, I think Noah's got this. Holy crap.
We see everything.
So, both of you see that in the far side of the room that you have entered, which is about, let's see here, it's about 30 feet long and about 10 feet wide. And at the other end, you see there is a overturned table, and sticking up from behind it is a cloaked figure, and it is currently holding a crossbow that has just been fired. Let me see here. I need to roll some checks.
I remember making a cheat sheet, like, after our last session, about all the shit that I can do, because there's a lot of it. Because Judo is a it is an extensive skill. Let's just put it that way.
But now you can find your cheat sheet.
It took me a while. Mostly because I didn't remember where I saved it, so I just went like, okay, so search me everything that, all file names in my computer that have the word GURPS in it. Took a while. But I found it.
Alright, you also see and hear to the right of you, as another hooded figure is trying to sneak up on you, but Pratt falls, and you hear like, oof, as he face plants. There is another one that is halfway up the stairs to your left. He who thinks he's quite hidden, but well, uh, black robes aren't always the best thing in darkness because a deeper darkness can stand out, and he does. Sore fun. And then there is a fourth one that is if, just beyond the door to what you believe is the kitchen, standing there with a crossbow aimed in your direction. They have yet to say anything, but they have shot at you.
Can we have initiative?
Being shot at doesn't give me enough information.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hard of a situation to gauge, really, because they're all shady figures. They haven't said anything really, and they seem to be hostile. And if you want to go straight into initiative, you can do that. I am stuttering like a motherfucker.
Yeah, because I remember we were in the initiative, which, you know.
Oh yes. No, you
No,
weren't.
no, we weren't, yeah, actually, because we
No,
passed.
it's
still-
it's an old one here.
I mean, it's not like it's gonna change.
No.
Except, like, you add things there, so.
Yes, which I do. Let's see here. Plug figures. Oh, right, I should probably...
One better.
Just a moment while I switch things over because I need to have roll 20 on my other monitor so I can actually see the hex grid.
I don't think we had a hex grid.
You do, but I haven't brought you to that map yet. I should have done this a little while ago, I think.
Well, in the meantime, I can talk about my friend's dogs and how they are a great example of how black is not the best color for hiding in the dark.
Black in general is not a very good color to hide, especially if you live in Finland. This
Yeah,
was
you
done by-
really want dark reds and dark blues.
Like the ninjas used to wear red. But sometimes we go into a dark dog park and her black dog is very visible. Well, not very, but you know, pretty easy to spot. But then her brown, stripy, weird ass hyena dog disappears completely.
Yeah.
Like a proper ninja.
Our dogs tend to like. One of them is like gray, and the other one is wheat colored. And they both hide in a way that they go some like on like it'd be somewhere where there's decently high vegetation, and they're just like, I'm just gonna lay here and hope that nobody sees us. Depending on the where it is, the wheat colored might actually hide pretty well, but the black one's just like, no. Not happening.
But obviously the white dog is the most visible one. Because it's white.
But if it's snowing,
If it's snowing, then it's not the most visible one.
There we go.
oh yeah, I remember this being annoying because I was like, hey, I remembered GURPS uses, like, you know, GURPS uses this, but hexagonal? Yeah, hexagonals. And it's like, wrong kind of hexagonal. Sorry.
Let's see here. These guys have about. Don't have roll. You are already on there. Stupid.
Oh no, we
No,
don't
no.
see ourselves
Yeah, we can see ourselves.
Oh.
because you switched map.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me clear this then.
Oh yeah, because you have us.
Yes. I keep forgetting that's a thing.
Yeah.
There we go. Wrong one. Wrong one again. There we go. There we go. So, this is what you see about. You can imagine that there is like rotten furniture in this room, strewn about in odd places. The one right next to you, Noah, has, as I said, just pratfalled and is on his face. You can see probably what is a dagger in his hand as it's slightly outstretched. Ebenezer and the professor. You two still haven't really seen anything. I remember that someone told you that they heard something.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know something's going on, and that there might be someone there, but yeah.
I shall be the cheerleader. Come on, you can do it, peasants.
So, Dan.
Yeah. Which one of these people had the crossbow? That's still loaded.
The one in the door to your northeast.
This guy.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have any position like here where I could have have some cover from him?
Let's see. Let's see here. There would be like a very rotted table around here, but that's about the most you can get.
Okay. Well, then I'm just think I'm gonna go here. I'm kind of gotta get to the other side of this. And then I'm gonna take the double defense. So basically, first I block, and if I fail, then I get the dodge.
Yeah, that guy is, by the way, above you on the stairs.
Okay.
So you're currently like halfway under the stairs right now.
Okay, I'm trying. Can I somehow get on the stairs? It's like I.
You'd have to run around because there's a banister.
Okay, like here. Okay, let's see. Well, I mean, I can barely get there though, because I have 6 movement. Yeah, 6 move. So I can like get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then I'm taking the double defense.
Alright. Noah.
So this guy has a dagger.
Yes. Quite possibly two, but you can't see the other hand.
Is the dagger and the hand currently like on the floor, so it's easy to step on it?
It would be quite easy, yes. He's a bit caught off guard because, well, he didn't expect to pratfall.
Well, I feel like stepping on the dagger
Alright.
or his hand, whatever I happen to step on.
Well, you can do a called shot to his hand with any type of unarmed skill you would wish to apply. But you would only take a -2 instead of a normal -4.
Okay, I do have brawling. So let's try this. I will almost definitely fail.
Yeah, he managed to just draw the hand out of your way before your foot comes crashing down onto it.
Um. Well,
Yeah.
that's great.
Sadly, you don't have much time to do anything else.
Yeah.
Professor.
Well, I guess I'll be stepping up here. And can I then see this guy? And this guy?
Uh, yeah, you kinda can.
What's happening in there? And I will be pulling out my gun. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Could I also have yelled, "We mean you no harm"?
You could have, but they seem to.
As I'm stomping, trying to
Yeah.
stomp down on someone's hand. This is brilliant.
Well, they do seem to want to mean you harm, however. The guy next to Noah is just going to get up. The one next to Dan is going to try and swipe at him with a dagger.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the judo parry, and because judo, I don't take -3 penalty. What's his skill?
It's. I can tell you it's not a critical success.
Okay. I was worried there. Yeah, I'm gonna do the parry.
Mm-hmm.
Any penalties to this?
You're doing a judo parry, so
Yeah.
I don't think there is any for you.
Yeah. Damn. So I do actually parry.
Yes.
which is really good because it means this guy's very fucked on the next round.
The one behind the table is going to start reloading his crossbow, which I believe is going to take like 3 turns. The one in the door frame is going to actually shoot Dan again. And he is going to hit the banister.
Okay.
Just
Do I
barely.
still? Okay.
And they are not saying anything just yet. Ebenezer.
Are there any windows that I can see?
Let's see, there would be a window. Let's see here. There is one on your side actually that I forgot to draw in. There would be a window around here.
Okay, I am going to walk through the window as though it were an open door.
Okay.
Just like walk through the glass.
Oh, it's like a. It's not a large window. It's like a. So what is it? Like is it 1.5 feet by 2 feet or something like that?
Okay.
So if you want to get through there in one movement, you'd have to do an acrobatics check to jump through.
I'm gonna try to Kool-Aid Man through the wall instead.
All right. Give me a strength check, unmodified. Yeah, you take a few strong steps and shoulder yourself into the wall, and you hear some wood creaking, but it doesn't give way.
That's my turn.
Yep. Daniel.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna do an arm lock. I think. Let me quickly check. Gun man, am I actually better? Yes, I'm gonna do an arm lock.
All right.
So it's because I have it as a technique. I have compensated enough that it's my standard judo roll. Gonna roll that.
Okay. What does he resist with?
Arm lock is. Let me see. Your foe may use any active defense, but yeah.
All right.
But
Well-
yeah.
He will try to dodge. So roll first. He does not dodge. You grab the hand and arm holding the dagger.
Yeah.
Locking it neatly into place.
Yes.
Noah.
Yes.
Yes. The one next to you is now standing up and he seems to be making ready to stab you.
Yeah, well. I think I'd like to stab him first.
Alright. Let's see here. I think you readied your saber already.
I honestly don't remember.
I think you did when you heard that there was some people inside.
I think I would have. because it seems like the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
So let's try to stab this person somewhere in his body.
Yep.
Well, it's less than 13.
But he nimbly like steps to the side and you miss.
Dang
Just
it.
barely. Professor, you've just pulled out your amazing pistol.
Yeah, well, I will step to the sides, so I'll be in cover, and then
Mhm.
I will try and shoot this guy.
Alright. Are you just going to snap fire?
Yeah, because I don't have any accuracy on it anyway.
Yeah, well, if you snap fire, you take the bulk modifier.
Oh, no, then I'll just try and aim.
Okay, their turn again. The one next to Dan is going to try and break out of your arm lock.
Yeah. It is a quick contest. But I'm at +4. The roll was against what?
I believe he would be using his strength.
Yes. Oh fuck.
Hey, so he just barely manages to get out of your grasp, but
Yeah.
that does take up his turn.
Well, good for him.
The one next to Noah is going to try and stab Noah twice.
Oh no!
That is a hit with the first dagger. Do you wish to parry or dodge?
Maybe? I'm not very good, I think.
Well, it's better to dodge than die.
Well, yes. So where the hell is my dodginess?
It's on your active defenses under combat.
Oh, yes, there is. Okay. This doesn't seem like it's possible for me.
You got an
Which is
8.
usually very high. Like, oh, okay.
Like, is that right?
What's your base speed?
Your dodge should be 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, wait.
that's not right.
Let's see here.
What's your
9.
speed?
It's 9.
Yeah, 9 sounds about right because I have 9 as well.
Yeah, I have 8.
I don't know what's happening.
Huh, that's weird.
Maybe it's just my sheet messing with me again. What with
Um.
my 100 HP and 0
Yeah,
strength.
that's
What was it?
weird. Let's see if we can put those 6 into there.
I'm fairly
no.
certain I still failed miserably.
Yes. Okay, so... Yeah, that's so weird. Okay, so you'll just have to remember
oh.
that you have a...
Do you have any encumbrance?
I don't think she does.
Because I can see if I have X heavy encumbrance, I'm down to very low dodge.
Well, yeah, she would be down to 5, and Gumbrand's even X heavy. So,
Yeah. So it's something with her sheet not working again for some reason.
Yay, my sheet is shit.
But it only seems to be that and health. That's the only two things that seems to be broken.
And the strength.
Oh,
Strength,
yeah,
health,
right.
and that one. So 3 things. But yay. Anyway, I am stabbed.
Yes. Let's see here. I believe, yeah, that would just be a body hit. So,
I hope you have very thick armor.
I have no armor.
yeah, people usually don't have armor.
yeah.
I'm a normal person.
So that is 5 impaling to your chest.
Ouch! What was nice knowing you, Noah.
Where
Let's see
am
here.
I supposed to mark that?
Current HP,
Oh, right.
which would now be -4. You're
Yeah,
not dead yet, but
Because impaling is 3 times damage.
Oh, that's nice. And
Yeah.
confusing.
yeah. It's easy once you start remembering it.
I have been impaled.
Yes, you're not dead yet because you have to take your HT in penalty before you die.
Not
I
dead
believe it
yet.
is. But you are reeling. Let's see here. I actually have to look up what the specific injury shit is.
And you take a shock penalty if I remember correctly right now.
Yes.
But you're unconscious, so that doesn't really matter right now.
Oh, actually, impaling is only 2 times damage.
Oh, it is. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cutting is 50%.
Oh, so I'm
So-
still conscious.
Yes, you have 1 health.
Like, no,
Oh dear.
yeah, normal piercing. It's just like nothing. I think large piercing is
Impaling.
impaling. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's
piercing
yeah,
is for ranged weapons.
yeah.
But yeah. So you're still up, but next turn you will take a shock penalty.
-4 if I remember correctly.
Yes. -4 is the maximum.
But that's only in the next turn.
The one in the door will also start reloading his crossbow. The one behind the table is still reloading his crossbow, making it the Ebenezer the Geezer.
Once more with feeling.
Right? Unmodified strength. You hear more wood splintering, and you think that one more shove and you should be free.
Good.
So how did attacks of opportunity work in this?
Attacks of opportunity?
Yeah, you have those in groups.
I believe you do, yes. If someone tries to disengage without actually taking the disengage action, you get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
It should be in combat light, if I remember correctly.
Let me quickly pull that up.
Maybe instead of moving, you should just snap the neck of this one.
I was planning on kicking this person's ass, but yeah, no, he isn't actively on the ground anymore. Maybe I just instead kick this person. STEM, yes, it's a person. So let me have a look at my cheat sheet. Hmm. Things. Too many things. Yeah, I'm just. I'm gonna punch this guy. Karate
Okay.
punch.
Doodle top.
Any modifiers?
I'd say you have a -1 because he's higher on the stairs than you are.
Anakin, I have the high ground.
I don't care.
He utterly fails to dodge. So you hit with a solid punch in his torso area.
torso. That is not actually correct. Because karate gives me damage.
You hit him so hard he heals.
Karate gives me damage bonuses, which I don't think I have marked.
What's your level?
Yeah, let's see.
14?
So I get +2 per dice.
So
It's
you do
1
1 damage.
No, 2. Because mine's 1 + 2.
Okay, so 2 damage to
Yes.
his chest.
Yes, horrible hit.
Yeah, it feels like hitting like a too stuffed punching bag, basically, as you hit the letters that he is covering his torso.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even seem phased.
Yeah.
I wanna run out of the door,
All right.
screaming, "I'm not built for this!"
Okay, let's see here. Okay, actually I can't find any attacks of opportunity, so you can probably just move in and out of combat in this game. Yeah.
Good for me.
Yeah, you can do I believe, a dodge and retreat,
Yeah. So
which
when you're hit, you can immediately just like, no.
yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, you can move your speed and or basic move, and you get +3 to your dodge.
Yeah.
Yes. Professor, you have aimed.
Yeah, I am going to shoot at this guy up here.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Which of these are easier to see?
They're about both as covered.
Actually, I think this guy is the one who started reloading earliest, so I'll shoot him.
Okay.
I assume he'll be dodging.
Let's see here. First, you could roll me a strength check at +2, because I imagine you're holding it two-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kick of the gun almost sends you back on your ass, but you catch yourself just in time. And he is not going to dodge because he did not expect to be shot at.
That's probably going to hurt him then.
Yeah. I need to see where he's hit, because that's a ranged attack. And...
There's a handy table that you can roll for.
yes, I'm trying to find it.
I linked a cheat sheet where it is. Mike Gerbsland no IP.
Ah.
You're super useful. $13 would be a left leg.
Alright, so he gets 1 extra damage resistance because of the table. Giving him a grand total of 3.
They're
So he's
heavily
still-
armored.
Heavy leathers.
Yeah, they have like double the armor that I have, so.
Yeah. So he still takes 18 piercing,
Yeah.
which is just 18 because it's not PI plus or anything. But that is still enough to give him...
Headache?
Well, his left leg's probably crippled.
That'd be -6.
Yeah, unless he has like 55 HP, his leg is crippled. Nothing's going to be done to it.
Yeah, I believe that his leg is pretty much useless at this point. So he's like reeling, and I am actually going to do a... he's reeling and clutching his leg, but he's screaming bloody murder and is still conscious.
Oh my god, he's got a lot of hit points.
I don't think it's... No, I think conscious means not dying.
Yes. He didn't lose consciousness from the massive shock of getting shot in the leg, but he is effectively out.
That was 1. Surrender now!
5 turns later when you have reloaded your gun.
No, this one actually has 4 shots.
Oh,
It does.
oh wait, yeah, it's that thing.
Yeah, it's the very odd revolver-looking thing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so... Septimus and Noah, you hear a whimper from just inside of the door to your right. And Daniel, you see the guy who pratfalls again, but this time on purpose. He's cowering. The one who you are fighting is actually going to try and stab you again, but he does have a penalty because he's a bit shocked. Ooh, he still hits.
Parry. I parry.
Yep.
And let me find my thing. It's gonna be useful.
And the guy who has been reloading his crossbow in the doorway is going to disappear into the doorway, slamming the door behind him. Ebenezer. Yes. You finally managed to break through the rotted, old, weathered wood.
Hooray!
That does, however, take your action. But you did a grand entrance through a wall.
Remember to roar or yell or whatever it is that you do.
Yeah, he enters just like, rah, I'm here to save the day.
I start serving tea immediately.
Nice.
Daniel, the guy in front of you is looking worried.
Yes, he was also parried.
Yes.
I will do my thing that I basically do as like effectively a signature move. Handcuffing.
Okay.
Because that's a skill. It's a realistic version of binding. I roll judo because again techniques are amazing. And he resists with either his dex or best grappling skill. And if I succeed, I have handcuffed a limb of my choice, which would in this case be his dagger arm.
Alright, I've rolled.
Yeah. Let me reroll mine. Fucking hell.
You still managed to do it, however, because he did have a slight penalty.
Yeah.
So you hear him like exclaim something that might have been a curse, but it's muffled because you basically force him to the ground, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's still standing. It's just like his right hand is currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, effectively, we can exit combat now as you guys actually seem to have the situation under control, except for Noah having a bit of a bleeding problem from her lower abdomen.
I'll just stuff it full of, I don't know, my backpack. I will stuff my backpack inside of my wound. That makes no sense. I will not do that. That is dumb.
Then Ebenezer tied him down. And while they are doing that, hopefully, I will be looking at Noah's wounds.
I make tea.
Should we go for the other guy, dudes? And Cal's.
Well, I'm not going for anything, so guys is perfectly acceptable.
Everyone can make a perception check.
I would like to take the daggers from the people before them.
Bleeding is clearly affecting my perceptiveness.
We roll very consistently.
Yes.
And then he rolled 14 on a 14, 17 on 7, 30 on 30.
Well, at least I didn't roll 15 on 15.
Yeah.
Well, you hear the tinkle of glass coming from the kitchen area.
You guys, there's something in the kitchen.
Which is the eastern door where a guy just slammed the door shut.
Because I am currently slightly pissed off, I will kick this person downstairs. Let him rumble down. and then walk here. Ebenezer, can we go serve tea to this person?
I guess, but I'm not gonna have enough cups for everyone.
You know, he doesn't need a cup, and I take my knife and dip it on my tea.
You hear from behind the overturned table, who was the bastard who shot me?
I point towards the door. The
Yeah.
professor is not there. He'll do it again if you want.
He can't actually see because the table is in the way. He's just shouting.
The bastard is a little busy right now.
I'm gonna walk over to him with a pistol drawn.
Yeah, it'll take me 20 minutes to do
Guys.
first aid.
Mm,
Can you
is this door
refresh
locked?
my memory at what first aid does?
Well, when I do a first aid, I then check the tech level and see how long time per victim. At tech level 5, it's 20 minutes, and HP restored is 1 die minus 2.
All right, roll that now so we don't forget.
Four hit points recovered.
Yay!
All right. So in 20 minutes time, Septimus actually does a quite decent job at patching up that stab wound.
Yep. And Noah is very sad that there's now a hole in her vest and her shirt and her corset. Everything has holes.
Wait, you have 3 layers of clothing? You should actually have like a DR of 1 because of that.
Yep. That's basically what I have.
But it's just clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
layered clothing does give a certain amount of protection, even if it's just a tiny bit.
Sure.
Is this door locked?
You don't think so? If you try
I'll
it, no,
try it.
it
Yeah.
opens.
Actually,
I
I have 4.
Yeah, I will open it, but like I'm opening in the sense that like I'm not in the doorway. So just in case there's like I don't know, I should load crossbow bolts.
Yeah, as you open it, there doesn't seem to be a response from the other side.
So I'll just yell in there. The guy who shot your friend will do the same to you. Just walk here nicely, and we won't hurt you much.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the guy behind the table if he would kindly join us for tea, as my eyes narrow into slits.
And we haven't even provided him with any sort of aid. We're just like letting him bleed. But tea?
Well, actually, after I'm done with Noah, I will walk up to him and just, I think it's called a tourniquet. Like, I'll stop the bleeding.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, like basically you do a first aid on him, but you just prevent him from losing too much blood, basically.
Yeah. I'm not going to try and really make him better, just prevent him from dying from this.
I offer to amputate.
He's been like holding his leg and basically like staunching the blood flow himself. But you think a tourniquet would be a good idea. Dan, as you a few seconds after you've shouted into the door, you still get no response.
I would like to stealthily get in there.
I
Fine, like,
think someone might have left through a window.
Yeah, I know, but I don't trust anyone, including people who break windows and then hide under tables.
Well, now that combat is over, I would like to ask them, why did they attack us?
The the cowering fella in the corner just says, we've been trying to just get by. We're the first one in weeks. Get by.
Well, then you should have greeted us to your establishment with grace, and we might have provided you a coin or two for your efforts.
He looks at you with a slightly puzzled look.
I don't think they are respectable like that.
Oh, you don't think they are running this establishment?
I don't think this establishment runs.
I pointed. I pointed the rotten table. Dude,
I guess that explains why they have let it drop into such disrepair.
Suddenly, the house grows 2 giant chicken legs and walks away.
This
Now
is
run.
fine. I am fine with this.
You are not in the house of Baba Yaga.
yeah. As I evidently probably don't find anyone from the kitchen, I then just return.
I mean, for
Yeah.
bandits, you have picked a very terrible place. This road leads to a town that's dead.
We don't know if we're just out the. We're on highwaymen.
What the fuck are you? I mean, it's good that you're not highwayman, because this is terrible place to do that.
I list 3 better places to rob people.
He just looks at you like.
I think what they are is they are urban savages. That's probably the best way to put it.
Savages indeed. Who else would stab a lady?
In his defense, you did try to stomp on him.
And stab.
Yeah.
Well, only after his friend very rudely tried to shoot at us. Shoot at us. Shoot at us.
And besides, you do not look like a lady, you look like a commoner.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And you look like a trash can.
Well,
What
thank
on
you very
fire.
much, Noah.
I cover Ebenezer's ears.
He can still hear.
I know.
Does he even have ears?
No.
Or anything
I think he
ear-wise?
has microphones.
He doesn't have ears in the traditional sense. He's got something like a membrane that just works like an ear, but isn't quite.
Like a microphone that picks it up and moves it into his computer brain that then translates it.
Well, I'm calmly sipping tea. With a pistol pointed at the guy. With a pistol pointed at whoever looks the most capable currently.
Probably this guy, to be honest, because this
Yeah.
this guy got shot in the foot with a rifle munition, and this guy's handcuffed.
Yeah, disarming everyone. And then I'm having tea.
And then I'm looting all of them, just like disturb, like, you know, what do you have besides your clothes?
I'm joining you for tea.
And
Well-
after that, I will join you with the
You find an assortment of ill-maintained daggers and knives, a rickety crossbow, and 2 bolts. You might be able to rescue the one in the doorframe.
I'll just take all of the stuff and just put it on the corner or something.
I'm quietly mumbling about how I forgot to take a bottle of whiskey with me.
I produce a flask. Hand it to you.
Why do you have a flask?
I don't know, in case you forgot yours.
Well, I don't usually travel very far from home, so I don't actually have a flask. I probably should get one.
Keep it.
Thanks.
The cowering one he's like sat up at this point, and he's sitting against the one of the walls, and he's like, you're not constabularies, are you?
Do we look like constabularies?
No.
Very
Then
much
no,
the
we're
opposite.
not.
Very much the opposite. I think the term we came. I think the term that we figured would most closely represent our little group was a private investigation company or firm, whatever.
Freelancers.
Yeah.
And what are we? What is to happen to us? Can we go?
To be honest, I'm fine with that.
Well, as long as you're staying away from here while we are here. And don't attack innocents. You should go and get a job.
Like
Sure.
we have jobs.
Well,
We don't
Kinda.
need jobs, do we?
we are on one, so
No one is paying us for this.
no, but it's called self-employment.
He like scrabbles up and picks up his stricken comrade and starts leading him out. Since you said they can go.
Yeah, I'll uncuff the last guy.
I'll walk out after them to see that they do not take our horses.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'll just like point towards the pile of their stuff and just like, we probably don't do anything with that, so.
Yeah, there seem to be a silent agreement that they won't take their stuff.
I think we should bring the horses inside.
I mean, that's not the worst idea ever. It's not like there's people here who care about the floor.
Well, if we can fit them in, then let's take them inside.
Yeah, it's a little fiddly, but it's certainly possible. Like,
Well, we do have a Ebenezer-sized hole. Can't he expand it?
you probably could, but then you expect that with the broken windows and whatnot, it would probably be quite drafty in here. You can get them through the normal door. It's just that you have to slowly take them through because they're They don't like small portals.
I'll go upstairs and check it. If there's anything funny there.
Yeah. Well, you open the door leading up to the second floor, and you're immediately met by a large hole.
Ah. On the ground or on the wall? Or on the
In the
roof?
ground.
I look down, and I presume I see Noah.
Yeah,
I just
if
look
she's still standing in the door, that is.
Mm.
You basically see the entrance.
I poke a hand down, wave, and I can I try and step over the hole?
You can,
Can I try to jump
but
over
we-
the hole if that's better?
but make me an IQ roll.
Just flat IQ.
It's
Yeah, you definitely can.
I will, however, have a jumping start.
don't maybe
Just
If-
yeah. Would I have had a bonus because I actually do know applied mathematics? So I could, you know.
I would say no for this one.
Okay. I will, however, have a jumping, do a proper jump.
are you sure you want to? What are you doing, Dan?
What?
You
Very good.
do know that Ebenezer just came through the wall after punching it a couple of times.
Yeah, Ebenezer is also quite big.
Yes. I'm just gonna take a step back
I'll be careful.
before you do any jumping. Also, be very loud wherever you are upstairs, so I can avoid that spot downstairs.
Okay.
I don't want you to fall on my head.
I will totally aim on her if I fall.
Well, give me a
Acrobatics.
yeah, I think it's acrobatics. We're
No,
jumping.
there is a jumping skill because I have it.
Well, then
And I
roll
have
jumping.
16 in it. Because, you know.
Yeah. Roll jumping.
I roll shit, but I
You-
still succeed.
You barely make it over the hole. And you can make me a dexterity check or an acrobatics check as the floor beneath you gives way.
Yes, I would prefer, a dexterity check.
I was just about to ask if there's stuff falling. from
Why
the
do I roll
ceiling.
16s?
Oh dear.
You land on your ass and take 2 damage,
Ow.
mitigated by armor, like normal.
I will take 1 damage.
Yeah, it hurts.
Ow.
At least you didn't land on your tailbone.
Or me.
Yeah. I might have actually landed here, so it wasn't too far away, to be entirely honest.
Yeah, but the hole now, instead of being about a meter, is now about 2 meters.
Okay, nice.
I'm looking at you with the I told you so face.
Let's try them.
Very smug.
Give a shit. Take a deep breath. I don't want
What
to
a-
know what's up there.
What are you doing?
If we're gonna stay here for a night, because I presume so, as it horses inside.
We're demolishing the building.
I kinda wanna know what's upstairs.
I'll make an educated guess. moldy and rotten things.
Yeah, but
Does anyone have engineer
uh,
construction?
I'm engineer clockwork, so it won't be my familiarity.
No, but I'll probably have some familiarity. I have clockwork, electrical, small arms, and steam engine.
Um, I'd say you can default from another engineer skill at -4 because it's like it's building construction. It's
Yeah.
not very much the same thing as the things you guys are accustomed to.
That's clutch.
Oh, I'd actually go for a clockwork. I have one higher, so that would be 12.
Right.
Here's
Yeah, you all pretty much like you look at the roof beams and the joints and stuff like that. Some of it might be able to hold the weight of maybe one light person, but just barely. Like jumping or even running up there might prove make the beams to give way because they are very dry rotted.
Yeah, I guess if we would get you up there, we'd have to improvise some sort of what's it called? Not stairs.
Ladder.
ladders.
Yeah, ladder.
Yeah.
I mean, I have climbing gear, but I don't trust this enough to hold a hook. So
Yeah, Septimus, you actually rolled so well that you think that probably in maybe 1 or 2 years, this building is going to basically collapse on itself.
Hmm. I actually have a suggestion that we set up camp outside because this place will soon fall down. Maybe not tonight, but I really don't want to risk it.
Yeah, you imagine that probably the next storm, when the next storm hits or a really high wind, it's probably just gonna fall over.
falls on its side.
Yeah, and I'm not a meteorologist.
Well, we don't have a tent or anything, right?
Nope. Just find a tree.
You're on planes.
Yeah. So
Find
we
a tree.
actually have to find a tree.
Hmm. Well, I guess if you used your climbing gear or we made a ladder, then we could perhaps find some old bed sheets and we
I
could
think
set
all
up.
bed sheets have been rotten a long time ago. Because that stuff, I think, rots even faster than treated wood.
Yeah, I don't know too much about fabrics.
Yeah,
Well,
just sleep outside.
I am. I've, we have so many high IQ characters here. Everyone can roll an IQ check.
Are you also assuming that all of us has the common sense?
No, but I'm still allowing you an IQ check.
I credit.
Damn.
Eh? Oh, there we
Yeah,
go. It didn't pop up.
Oh yeah, same for me. Took a one.
Okay. Well, the professor is the quickest one on the uptake, obviously. But you imagine that If these bandits are like they didn't seem to like they based out of here, so there should be something around since they didn't take anything. And you go to the kitchen, and indeed you find in not meat pile, but a pile. Uh, it's ramshackle camping gear, but it's camping gear. It's like a tarp, some cookware, um, some minor rations. Looks like they've been living quite scarce for a while.
Well, rations I think we already bought.
Well, we can still eat them.
But yeah, finders keepers. Also, we are TL6 or are we TL5?
6.
Oh, actually, then you healed one more hit point.
You're 5 in many respects, 6 in others, and 7 in some. But that's an entirely different discussion. But yeah, you can. Anyone who wants to can write up that you have poor camping gear.
Camping gear does not have a lot of money.
Well, it fits in our company then very well.
I'd probably try to set it up.
It's quite easy because the quote unquote tent basically amounts to a large tarp, a few sticks, and some rope. It's just so you don't get wet.
Probably most useful for Ebenezer, to be honest. Ebenezer, probably the most useful to Ebenezer because from all of us, Ebenezer is the one who rusts.
He doesn't actually.
Oh, no.
Yep. He's the only one who really doesn't need any type of shelter.
Great.
I'm my own
Let's-
rain jacket.
And you don't even need to lay down or sleep actually. I'm going to have to get an umbrella that you can hold up.
I can actually go unconscious while holding the umbrella.
Yep. You can lock your joints basically.
Yeah.
That is somewhat creepy. But,
Well,
Well-
if they want to make like a lean-to, I can hold up one side of the sheet.
Yep.
So, what we need to do some heavy modifications to Ebenezer, so he can just like lock himself into the shape of an armchair and just like be comfortable.
I could probably do that already.
Do you have padding?
No, but you have a bunch of fabric you can put on me.
Well, I'm assuming that you guys are basically just taking the night at this point.
Yeah.
Well, you do get various amounts of sleep. It's not a comfortable night in any sense of the imagination. Because it is windy, you're sleeping in your clothing, you don't have a pillow. You might have a pillow, you can probably make something, but it's an uncomfortable, windy night. You will all take 1 point of fatigue from having a bit of a disruptive sleep.
Even me.
No, you cannot take fatigue points.
Hooray!
You also can't cast spells because of it.
Or you use extra effort.
What did one fatigue point do in the terms of things?
If I remember correctly, like basically nothing.
Yeah, it's not until you reach 1/3 of your fatigue that it starts having effects.
Yeah.
When you're tired, you have your move, strength, and dodge. And when you reach 0, you are at the verge of collapse.
Does my butt heal on the night?
Yes, I do believe you heal 1 HP just naturally. Actually, you make an HT roll.
Well, that's not nice because I have 10.
Would you look at that?
God damn it! I just realized I don't have enough in physiology.
Well, damn, you do not heal that 1 point of damage. Noah, you heal 1 point of damage.
Yay! I'm still grumpy though.
And yeah, I will check out your butt and Noah's wounds.
Nice.
Let's see here. I don't think you can first aid the same wound.
No, but you can physiology, so they heal 1 extra every day.
And I haven't been first aided yet.
That was the first one, and that was the second one.
Nope.
I still haven't been first aided, by the way. So, yeah, I think I can do that as well.
Well, can you really first aid blunt force trauma to the butt?
Technically, no. Well, it's a new day. The morning sun greets you. It is quite damp.
I will just say, Ebenezer, can we have tea?
I make tea.
Okay, yeah, well,
My
You make
flask
a-
is empty.
you make a small fire so you can cook some tea and perhaps some food.
Yeah.
Because warm rations are better than cold rations. And I actually think we should grab a quick break because I really need a bathroom.
Agreed.
Thirded, and the motion passes.
I didn't even object.
Well, that's too bad because we had a quorum.
I am back, and I has cat.
Welcome back. Also, cat.
Welcome back.
Something is making a terrible noise outside.
With the fact that there's snowing.
Nope, there's no snow right now.
There's not coming any down, but there's still some on the ground.
What is that? Oh, they're changing street lights.
I just have a very loud purr, which is nice.
I just have a very loud meow.
Yeah, it came through.
Yeah, Spot doesn't, he like chirps.
Our dog meows. It's weird.
Anyway, I guess everyone is back.
Yep.
Yup.
Oh, it's a new day. It seems to be the weather seems nice, if a bit cold now in the morning. You have breakfast and tea, and you haven't seen or heard of the bandits that you dispatched the night before. And I think you can even see in the very far distance, since you're on a plane, that your destination. You can't really make out any buildings or anything, but you can see that there is definitely a village of some sort in the distance.
Well, we should probably feed the horses also, and then just go.
Yes, I assume that you fed the horses since you bought feed.
Yeah. Yeah, the sooner we continue, the better.
Just a second, I'm just. I put Cat out of my lap because he was falling out, and I don't want a pair of new claw marks in my legs.
There are worse places to get claw marks.
Also, hairball. Jesus Christ, this hair. Anyway, you start riding, and as I said, the weather is nice, and you make fairly good time. Only takes you, takes you about an hour or two until you reach the outskirts. And about this time you can start seeing individual houses and whatnot, so you can even see a church tower. First thing you come across is that someone has taken the time to set up a little addendum to the road to the road sign outside the city, that now reads Blight Town in very poorly carved letters, and travelers beware.
I think they mean us.
I think it means in general anyone.
Which in this case is us.
Hmm.
But it doesn't say keep out
Yeah.
or go away. It just tells us to be careful. So let's.
Well, you continue your slow, leisurely ride into town, and what strikes you pretty much immediately is that this is an abandoned um, yeah, village. Uh, most of the windows are broken, those that had glass to begin with. Um, Doors are standing ajar. There are bits and bobs littering the street that no one picked up or has moved. There's even small wagons and things that have slowly broken down, and plants seem to have started growing quite rapidly. There's grass poking out of the paving slabs. Um, the village well seems to have lost its bucket. Things like that. And you see, well, it's kind of serene here, really. You hear birds chirping in the background.
Why exactly was it that this place was abandoned?
I think that's why we came here. We don't know. And it had something to do with the mysterious uh, interesting society thing that I definitely wrote down.
Those pheroms?
Yes,
Other thing.
it had something to do with that, and that's why.
Yeah, there was a mention of them in a book that was totally not about them.
Hmm.
Wait, no, sorry, it was the other way around. There was a mention of them in a mention of totally not them in a book about this town.
The book, the book was written in reference to rumors and stuff about the Order of Farum.
Ah.
Yes, it was not an in-depth description
Yeah.
of how they work or anything.
Yeah. So should we head in deeper then? Start looking around.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this, but
We'll
I'm keeping my arm tucked in my coat on one of my live pistols.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have several options. There are many, many townhouses. You can see a shop or two just on the main street. You can see the church slightly further into town. There is even a manor slightly up on a hill at the other end of the village.
Ah, good. Respectable people.
yeah. If there's not a town hall, it's just a manor. I'd imagine that's where the leader of the city or the village was, and he'll probably have some journals.
Possibly. Church is a good second option.
Alright. Well, you start heading in the direction of the manor. I would like you for all to make a perception check. Let's see here. No, I need to look at something here. Yes, you can do a second perception check.
Yeah. 3 higher skill, that would have been a crit.
Well, most of you noticed that there might be some interesting bits and bobs here and there. That like basically catches your attention, but doesn't really merit a detour at the moment. Noah, you think you see something out of the corner of your eye, but when you turn to look, you see nothing there. And you are looking straight into one of the abandoned houses.
Guys, I think I saw something. And I'm going to investigate it.
I'll take my big knife out.
I'm pulling out my rapier.
Sissy sword.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fancy sword, made for those of class and style.
Sissy.
But of course you wouldn't know that.
I know that.
Glass of style, says the guy who has a backpack and a flamethrower.
You literally live in a trash pile.
I live in a workshop.
At least I have a bedroom.
I do too.
Yeah, the bedroom's just filled with stuff.
At least I live in a building that's supposed to be slept in.
I should point out that sabers are considered the sort of officers, which in some circles makes it even more prestigious than the rapier.
Yep. But it's not a sissy sword.
It's not a weird like stick, but I.
Well, anyway, so you jump off your horses, I'm guessing?
Yeah. There's probably something we can tie them to.
Let's see here.
Like a half-rotten fence. Or completely rotten.
There's a lamppost every so often. They're not electrical lampposts, they're probably the older kind of basically a candle in a lantern. But most of them still stand. Well, you tie up your horses and slowly begin moving towards the building where Noah thinks she saw something. It's a very simple building. It has it has a door on the front with one window to the right of it, and there is alleyways on either side of it, separating it from the houses next door. The door looks old and dry rotted and is slightly ajar.
And I roll stealth.
If you wish.
I'm just like, I will separate myself from the group, so if they get ambushed, I don't. And then,
I'd like to poke the door open with my saber.
Your saber pushes into the wood and gets slightly stuck.
Oh god. This is really. How long has this place been abandoned? Did the book have a year? in it?
No, but this place it has a bit of infamy surrounding it, and you know it's been at least 20 years, I believe I said it was, since it was abandoned.
I'll
Lovely.
I'll flank the building and try to find a alternative exit.
I'll try to get my sword out.
Yeah, I'm unholstering the pistol that I had my hand on. Just keeping it ready at my side.
Well, Noah, you wiggle your sword out with no effort, really. It's really soft and rotted.
Kinda gross.
I don't think this
Um,
building's structurally sound.
It's mostly stone, so you imagine that it's
Okay.
probably that bit probably hasn't eroded much.
Yes, the walls are fine, but the floors, ceiling, and roof probably aren't any good.
Yeah, let's not have a wild dance party.
I'm
Well,
gonna have to
there's-
change the itinerary.
There's no second floor in this building, so you have that going for you. God damn it! All these hairs are getting in my nose. Ah!
The joy of cats.
Yes.
But yes, Daniel, you find your way in through. Which one of the alleyways do you wish to enter?
There's two.
Yeah,
So-
there's one on either side.
I'll probably take one like I presume the door is like closer to one
Yeah,
side
the
than the
door.
other
The door
side.
is on the left side.
And then I'll take the left.
All right. And the rest of you start pushing into the home. The door opens up quite easily. The hinges squeak quite noisily. And what you see is a fairly large common room. It's got a fireplace on one side. Most of the furniture has all but disappeared. Some of it looks to have been smashed, some of it looks to have just fallen in on itself. There are scrap pieces of fabric over some of the windows. Probably at some point were curtains. Let's see here.
I'm
There
trying
is,
to step lightly.
yeah, the floor is also stone.
Well,
Yes. So you don't have to worry about going through going through a plank or something.
or making creaky sounds.
Yes. You do notice the second you enter that it is a few degrees colder in this building than it is outside.
That's weird, right?
Depends on the weather, really. Like a stone house usually usually warms up slower.
Yeah. So it's basically like a big fridge right now.
Like a big basement, really. But yeah, it does catch you a little bit unawares. And you get a slight shiver.
As if I wasn't uncomfortable already.
Do I find a window or some sort?
Um,
Into
well,
that?
the wall in the alleyway is doesn't have any windows or anything, so you start making your way around to the backside.
Hmm.
And there is another window here, but it is shuttered, and the shutters are apparently still in one piece. There is also a back door here that is currently closed.
I'll sneak up to the back door.
Alright. And the rest of you?
I'm just staying back and waiting to hear him scream.
I'm with Noah.
I'm entering the house from the front. Birds!
Yes, many of them.
Frosty. And looking around.
Well,
There's probably not a lot stuff in here. Like,
there is quite a bit of stuff just like like mostly like general items you would have in a common room basically, but most of them are in pieces or generally not very noteworthy. But you may make a let's see here. You will make a search check if you wish to get a better look.
let's search. Nope.
No, it mostly seems to be just leftover goods that, well, whatever happened here doesn't seem like anyone brought anything with them, really. You find, like, an old pair of boots that seems to have survived the years, although they are probably not very useful.
They have probably been inhabited by multiple families of mice.
There's probably a layer of dust here.
Yes?
I'd like to draw in the dust the symbol of the Order of Ferrum.
Mm-hmm.
Not just because I have a feeling there might be a sneaky person here, but I don't know. Because, you know, they're super sneaky. So I'm just gonna draw that there.
Alright.
Just continue my pointless search of stuff.
You may make another perception check, Noah. Yeah, you notice the immediate thing, and that is that as soon as you finish making the symbol, it is immediately swooshed out by some wind. But you, being a little bit special, have an inkling that it wasn't just wind.
So there is someone here.
I'm not noticing any of this, so I'm probably setting up to make tea.
I'm currently inspecting the back door.
All right. The back door is closed.
Is it
It
locked?
has. It doesn't seem to be locked, but you can feel it. It feels like it's probably quite stuck.
I will take out my crowbar.
All right.
And I will look up the crowbar rules.
And I assume you're making some noise.
Yeah.
So I noticed that you're at the back door.
Yeah, you can't see that door because there is intervening. There seems to be more rooms further in. There is another door, pretty much parallel to the one you entered through, on the other side of the common room, and it's also slightly ajar.
I'll just open it. Because I'm trying to figure out what to say to the ghost that's not actually a ghost, probably. I mean, it might be a ghost. Why don't I have my Ouija board? I don't actually even have one, I think.
Well, you open the door. It leads into it's not a very long hallway. That it has two doors leading into what you presume what would be bedrooms, and another door in the same direction leading into a back room. That door is closed. The second door on your right, which would be a second bedroom, is pretty much lying on a pile on the ground. And the first door is closed.
I'd like to find a random dusty spot again and just draw the symbol again. I'm probably super annoying to the whoever it is that's here.
Well, it takes you a few minutes to do so, so Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try to pry open the door. I believe it's just a +2 to your strength check to open the
Okay.
door.
To the crowbar. Okay. Not exactly amazing at it. I can roll like 15.
Yeah, you're having trouble just getting the crowbar into like the crack because the door has swollen so much it's like a paper slipper basically.
I'll just say fuck it to the stealth. Head to the shutters and hit them with the crowbar.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Can I miss it?
Not really.
I just roll my punch. It's basically the same.
Suddenly, the house grows chicken legs.
Nice. But, you know,
Yeah.
I can almost roll a crit.
Yep, roll me damage.
What's damage for crowbar?
For a crowbar, I'd say it would be swing +1, bludgeoning, or impact.
Okay. Nice. My swing is actually the same as my thrust because, yeah, because gravity. So, 5.
Okay. Well, you hear some wood splintering a bit, and well, everyone else hears that something is hitting wood.
Can I see inside through the hole that I made?
There is no hole. You just
Okay.
the wood just started splintering. You're probably gonna have to work on it a bit before you actually like
Yeah.
smash it.
Yeah. And noticing that it's kind of a moot point, I'll probably just walk back. Slightly defeated.
All right.
When I hear the sound, I'm actually yelling, Dan!
Yeah, the backside's just busted.
Okay. We should maybe have a meeting at the door.
T's on.
Sounds good. I'll
Yeah.
walk to the door.
I don't really like this place.
Well, too bad.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving.
Noah.
Hmm?
As you are maybe halfway through making the symbol, would you please make me a will check?
Oh dear. Just will, not fear.
Nope, will.
Mwah. I don't know where it is.
Well, you can't really make out what it is, but you start hearing like very, very low whispers, like just behind your right ear.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like several people. Like there's no real connotation to the tone of the whisper.
Guys,
Yeah.
What is it?
would you like to come here for a second?
Head inside.
I bring tea.
Yep, you'd see what I described earlier, except that Noah is like sitting on her haunches and with one hand on the floor, looking a bit spooked.
Can you see anything behind me?
I flick on my IR.
I'll take a look.
Make perception checks at -8.
Nice. 3. Still a chance. Wait, was this me or?
Everyone who's looking.
Okay, yeah. I was just wondering if it was because of the AR.
No. You see nothing. Even
Uh.
Ebenezer, there's like, it's cold in here.
What is it that you're looking at?
I'm not looking at anything. I'm just. Well,
You're acting very, very strange. Even for you.
I might have not mentioned that there's quite possibly someone else in this house beside us.
Oh, I will look around again. I don't see anyone.
Yet that is exactly the point, you dingus.
But I will keep my hand on my rapier.
I'm having my dagger out.
Where do you think this person is?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I just heard some very weird and kind of creepy whispers. right next to my ear.
Which ear?
Right ear.
I would like to fire my pistol directly into the space adjacent to her right ear.
Oh, God.
What about you don't? We all just go deaf.
Well, I'm not firing the gun like right next to her head, but I'm aiming there from a few meters away.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
gonna
still
make
gonna
you
be loud.
roll for it. Like you shoot what is effectively straight into the wall.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Did you see something?
I thought there might be an invisible person.
But the invisible person probably wouldn't stay there, considering that she just asked us to look there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Ebenezer, can you roll me the damage of your flintlock?
Oh no. Oh no. It's coming down.
but it's stone.
No, but impact. Shake. Then the roof shakes and it's like, oh hi, I'm 20 years old.
Yeah, so the lead bullet like slightly ricochets and lodges itself in the other wall to your right. But there's nothing more than a little bit of superficial damage and some lead residue.
So, you know how we came here to this lovely village to investigate why it's empty and what it has to do with the Order of Ferrum. You remember how I said I saw something in this house? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, since the person we met was very sneaky and shadowy, I...
Everyone but Noah, roll me perception.
Oh god.
No,
God damn it, people, see something! Thank you.
that's better.
Ebenezer, like you're since you've started making tea and all this, I'm imagining you have like a teacup with a saucer in your hand that is not holding a pistol.
Yes.
Yes. You notice that the teacup is rattling.
That can't be good.
Yeah, especially since you really do not have Parkinson's.
Be weird.
I think we should exit this building immediately, guys.
Okay, well, I'll continue talking while we are exiting. So what was I saying? Oh yes, I drew the symbol of the order on the dusty floor. It immediately got swooshed off. And when I tried to draw it again, I heard the creepy whispers, and it wasn't just like one person saying like, "Stop doing this." It was,
So
I feel like there might be ghosts.
So, we exit the house. Does it collapse?
Nope. You're fairly unaccosted getting out, and their building seems to just stand there defiantly.
I think maybe we should go check the house again to see if maybe some large stones slid, revealing some sort of entrance.
Well, you do that, and then I'll wait out here.
I'm taking the teacup and drinking it.
I
He hasn't actually managed to prepare any tea
Damn
yet.
it! I'm taking the teacup and realizing it's empty. I'm going to give it back. Crumbling.
However, I'm pretty sure the teapot's probably whistling by now.
I don't think you had time to actually start a fire yet.
Oh. I throw her steel and flint. And then I go to investigate all of the stone floors.
You need like a magnetic heater in your. Just keep the teapot on your hand, just like.
Well, the common room is as you see it. Nothing seems to have changed in here. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. And you never looked into the other 3 rooms.
I will check the other 3 rooms.
Yeah, probably follow.
Alright, which one will you be looking into first?
I'll probably go from the one closest to the doorway, and then working my way back through the building.
And I'm
So-
going to start drawing on the floor again.
Alright, that's gonna take you a few minutes again. So,
Yep.
Ebenezer, the first door after the common room, you grab the handle and you feel. Well, and yes, you do feel this because you still have a sense of touch and a sense of heat. The handle is cold.
Interesting.
Could I make an occultism test?
Yes.
I mean, I already think there are ghosts here, but you know.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Like a chilly environment tends to be tends to hang around these sorts of places.
So I just still just think that there are ghosts.
There might and there might not be.
I am going to gently turn the handle in case that the cold has made the metal brittle.
There are signs.
It does not move.
I shoulder the door.
Alright. Make me a strike check.
I bounce off the door.
Yes, quite literally actually.
What was that noise?
Doesn't budge even the slightest.
Stay back, Ebenezer.
Pulling out the fresh pistol.
Is the door locked?
There doesn't seem to be a lock on it.
Okay.
I'm going to take my pistol and try to shoot the, whatever I'm gonna try to shoot where the handle is.
Alright. I'm not gonna make you roll to hit, but you can roll your damage.
Maximum damage. The door breaks.
Right, so there's a loud bang as Ebenezer fires his second flintlock pistol in a few minutes.
Well,
And
as he does that, I will start running in because I assume that he's been attacked.
yeah, Ebenezer, you hear a whizzing sound and a crack. As what you can only imagine was the bullet hitting
That's a
right next to
ricochet.
your head.
Yep, I know that. I actually know that sound from real life. Never shoot straight onto a target.
Yeah. Although, this is a rather simple handle. It's not a doorknob, it's an actual door handle. And it shouldn't, you know from ballistics, it shouldn't have bounced that way. It probably shouldn't have bounced at all.
There's only one type of material, and it's made out of, it's especially hardened glass that you get when you drop molten glass into, cold water. I forget what it's called.
Prince Rupert's drop.
Yes. That's really the only thing that should bounce a 51 caliber bullet.
Actually, it doesn't. It can't even bounce a 22 caliber.
That is not true. There's a video that shows it bouncing up to 357 Magnum.
It must have been one special Rupert's drop. Anyway, it bounces. And it's a door handle made of some sort of soft metal, you assume copper or brass.
I start nonchalantly reloading my pistol as the professor comes running in.
What's happening? Who's attacking you?
Door is happening.
Frustrating door. Pack, 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 pack.
I will look at it.
How's my drawing going?
You're about halfway through.
No creepy whispers yet?
Nope.
Why does she have so many problems with that door?
The door doesn't open.
You try to open it, Mr. Smarty Pants. And I'm gonna go and start making tea, putting the fire on. But I have reloaded my pistols.
Well, I will examine it.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a door. You can see a tiny bit of lead residue on the handle. Stands out quite clearly because lead residue tends to be a silvery color.
Yeah, silvery white. Until it tarnishes in a few days.
Yep. Other than that, it's a door. It's a little bit. You're kind of surprised at how well this door has kept itself, considering the decay that has befallen the rest of the house.
It's metal or...
It's a wooden door.
Well, I'll see if I can figure out a way to open it.
There's a door handle. You can try it.
Well, I'll try the door handle.
Alright. Roll me an HT roll. Because you're not a metal man. You take 1 point of cold damage to your right hand.
Oh no.
As when you touch the door, it feels like it's burning, but it's cold.
Does my metal, my leather gloves protect?
No, it does not.
Ah! Well, I'm going to remove that door. Take a step back, everyone.
No, go on. Dude, we don't want to collapse the building.
Noah,
Yes.
where are you doing your drawing, or specifically?
I think I'm doing it in the first room we entered.
About where in the room?
Like right in the middle of it.
Alright.
I'm sitting at the floor and drawing.
Right. You can roll me a perception check. I want the professor to roll me a will save. And Daniel, you're with the professor, right?
I'm probably like on the middle kind of looking at both.
Right, you can roll a perception check.
Didn't rush it.
Right.
Hey.
Well, Professor, you, like I described to Noah earlier, you hear a whisper behind your left ear, and it's incoherent and doesn't seem to have one specific person attached to it, but it sounds like a crowd in the distance whispering. Daniel, sadly, you do not see anything because that was not enough. Noah, you hear those whispers coming from the professor.
What was that?
I stop drawing and get up. You heard it too.
Yeah, I heard some whispers of some sort. I couldn't understand what they said.
I have a feeling that there's indeed ghosts in this town. They haven't tried to kill us yet, which is
Do I know anything about ghosts?
Yes, you know plenty about ghosts. They can manifest in a variety of ways. The air being cool is just one of the many common denominators of a haunting.
Well, yeah, I do see signs that this might be haunted now that you mention it.
I'm gonna walk up and give everybody a cup of tea with a saucer.
thank you.
Okay, so forget that I said Ebenezer. Professor, are you like thoughtfully looking around yourself as you're saying this and analyzing the facts?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, out of the corner of your eye, you manage to notice the wall where the lead slug impacted. You can see that there's some liquid coming out of the stone. Can't really tell what liquid it is because it's sort of grummy dark in here.
Well, I'll walk towards it. I think there's something here. Do the rest of you see this? And I'll point to it.
Do we?
I'll look at it.
Well, when you get closer, you do. You can't really make out what it is, but it's some kind of liquid running
I
down.
taste it.
Well, I was planning on collecting a bit of it and analyzing it later.
Well, Ebenezer, you push yourself up to the wall, and how exactly do you intend to taste it? Just
I stick a finger in, and then
Right.
I stick that finger in my mouth.
I just want to know if it's gold. Gold.
well, when you draw your finger back, it splays a little bit in the light, and you can see that liquid is white, like clear white.
What's it taste like?
Nothing really.
Flavorless.
It's like, yeah,
Would I know anything about white liquid and ghosts?
can make an occult
Ectosperm.
check if you want to.
Somehow I'm thinking this might be ectoplasm. But I'll roll occult too. Yeah, it's nothing.
You can't quite put your finger on it, but no, you think it might be some form of ectoplasma.
Huh.
It's kind of weird that it's physical, because it tends to be ethereal and not really have any substance. But this seems to have substance.
So, ectoplasm.
I have an idea, just in case it's where it goes, just a person running around invisible. No, would you mind finishing up the drawing?
I will return to the drawing in the living room floor.
I will
Hmm.
stand
Is
next
it
to the
still
drawing.
there?
It is not there.
Well, I'm
Can
gonna
you
have
draw-
to start again.
I think if you're
Yes.
gonna start drawing, you might want to draw it on this door over here.
No, draw it.
No, that will make it very cold, and I'll take tea and splash it over the door.
Oh,
Okay.
what? How do you know that it's gonna make it cold?
Because I touched it.
And well, this slightly. Let's see here. You liked black tea, so this sort of dark-ish liquid hits the handle and starts running off, but you see that it solidifies pretty quickly into icicles.
Well, I wasn't suggesting that she draw it on the handle.
I wasn't going to draw it on the handle.
No, but Professor splashed tea
Yeah,
on it.
but I'm just drawing in dust. I think I would have some sort of chalk thing with me everywhere,
No, but
Yes, you would,
so that if I find a dead person, I can do an outline.
which is never done.
Nope. It's done
Um,
sometimes when the person is still alive.
Well, I
They know where the person was.
do have tools, so we could like etch it into the floor if you want to take the time.
Well, I think I'm first going to try drawing it on the door.
I
I have a feeling this might just be pissing off the ghosts.
I'm gonna stay right next to you when you do it, and immediately when you finish the drawing, I will try to stab it. So if anything happens to be there for that right moment, I might hit it. But I'm not saying this out loud because in the case of the ghost, it probably understands us. Still, just stating for the GM for what I'm doing.
Well, I really don't like this place. I will walk outside and look closer to the samples I've collected.
It's rather nice coming out here now because it's a few degrees warmer, the sun is out, and you hear the birds chirping in the background. It's quite serene. Well, Noah, you start drawing using chalk on the door.
Yep.
Well, it takes you a few minutes. And just as you finish the last little line, you hear the door starts to rattle. Like someone is trying to push on it.
I take a step back.
As I said, I probably rattle this all even more because there's a big knife currently hitting it.
You're stepping
Yeah.
the door.
You stab the door.
Yes.
Roll me damage.
Okay. Knife. Where does my knife do less damage? Let me quickly check this. Damn it. Is there a knife? Large knife is. Okay, so it's just yeah.
Right. You stab the door quite solidly. And as you try to pull your knife out, well, you're not getting it out. It's wedged in there quite good, and the door is rattling even more.
I
It's like
shrug.
someone is trying to shoulder it. And you start hearing that whisper from the professor, but it's now pretty much, well, everyone besides the professor starts hearing the whisper. Wherever you are in the house, you can hear it coming from pretty much all around you. For the professor, it's a rather pleasant day.
Huh. This is fun. Is there a table somewhere?
There is one that is missing two table legs, but yes.
Dang it. I need a flat surface that's preferably not the floor, but I guess I'll just use the floor and draw myself an Ouija board.
That's gonna take a while.
Yep, but it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But it
It's-
takes a minute or two.
Yeah. It's basically the alphabet plus some symbols.
Yeah. Yes and no. And goodbye.
Well, you can roll me your. This would actually go straight into your ritual skill.
Ooh.
Yes. But you will have a -2 because of the noise from the door and the whispering.
it.
It's kind of unsettling.
This is not gonna go well. Yeah, it didn't go too well.
Yeah. Ebenezer and Daniel, what are you two doing while she's doing this?
Can I try to force my dagger out?
How do you want to try?
Put two hands on it, then put put both my legs against the wall and just pull on it vertically.
You're gonna get some more fall damage on your butt.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fall on my butt back, but you know, not my knife back.
Well,
My old
roll me
one.
your strength +2.
Okay.
Actually, +3. It's your whole body.
Okay.
I am supervising.
Well, you do get your knife out.
And I fall on my back.
No, but you hit the wall opposite.
Ow, your forehead.
Ow.
Doesn't do you any damage, but it's gonna be a welt.
Yeah. I just look at it from one side. Oh,
I would have
Nice.
caught you, but I didn't want to drop my tea.
that's
About
fine.
a second after you've pulled it out, you see that there's liquid starting to pour out slowly through where the knife was stuck. And slowly there is something building up like a scream.
Guys, I think I found the ghost.
Rattling is also getting louder and more violent.
I don't think it was ectoplasm. I think it was ectoblood. I think that's the same thing, to be honest, but
Monster House.
I think the ghost is in the door.
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm talking that I pulled out my knife and now the door is bleeding. I point towards the.
And because I'm having trouble concentrating on my drawing, of
Um,
letters.
At this point, um,
I'm having fun.
Noah, Daniel, and Ebenezer, you can all roll me a fear check.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Because the scream is getting louder and louder
Woohoo!
and louder.
No, it just doesn't give a shit.
Actually, I just remembered something. Let me just check.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can
Yeah.
be feared.
Yeah, no. Hey, Ebenezer doesn't even have to roll. He says, huh?
This is not unsettling at all.
Seems normal enough.
Yeah. While none of you are immediately affected, but you can feel like your heart starting to race ever so slightly, and there's like this feeling of anxiety starting to slowly wash over you as the scream just gets louder and louder and louder, and the rattlings just keeps getting like more violent, and you can start hearing the wood like splintering and creaking.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give this door one last go, and then maybe we should flee.
I'm throwing my chalk against the wall because I'm frustrated. I was... And I'm going to yell to the house. What am I yelling? Brain fart, brain fart.
Words with meaning.
Seriously, my head is empty. There was things there right
Ghost, you
before I
showed yourself.
started talking, but then I started talking and all the things just whooshed out.
Escaped.
Oh yeah. I wanna help you! Let me help you! And I'm... Yeah, I already threw my chunk away. I can't kick it anymore. Unless it bounced back.
Well, you don't seem to get an answer to your shout, but yeah, Ebenezer, you're still, Ebenezer, you're still standing like outside the door, right?
I'm standing near Daniel. I was gonna try to get as much of a running start as I could and try to shoulder the door one more time.
Since the door is placed in a hallway, right up against a wall, basically, there's only like a few feet of distance, so you can't really. But you and Daniel both see that the door is like starting to bow out. It's the wood is really creaking, and you get a feeling that whatever it is that is doing this is probably trying to get out, and it is going to get out fairly soon.
And Professor,
I think we should all get out of the house and set it on fire. In that
Professor,
specific order.
to be entirely honest, I agree.
You hear Daniel calling for you on the inside.
What?
We would like to leave the house and then you may set it on fire.
What?
After we have left it.
Are you giving up without answers?
No, I presume setting it on fire will release the ghost. We can ask it afterwards.
Yeah, I'm pointing at the cartoonishly bulged out door.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's how ghosts work.
You are welcome to stay in the house while it is being set on fire.
I'm quickly gathering my tea supplies. Sadly dumping out the contents.
I imagine you set that out on the outside.
Oh no, I had it inside.
Okay. Like in the fireplace.
Probably. Well, it was a stone floor, so I don't know. I mean, if the flue's open, I'd probably use the fireplace as not to fill the place with unbreathable smoke.
Right.
How
Well-
considerate.
As you are starting to move out, you hear and see how the door pretty much just explodes into the hallway. It's just splinters and, well, dust.
I'm still looking at it at this point.
Everyone except Ebenezer, so Noah and Daniel, make me an HT roll. Actually, no, it would be a will saving throw.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, Daniel, you take a point of fatigue as cold just hits you, and somehow you just lose your breath. Like the air is stolen out of your lungs.
And my hair is a mess now.
So my strength is now 5.
But other than that, the scream dies away. There is no, like there's no screaming ghost coming at you. It's just the door has exploded. The air is now much colder in here, but everything else seems to die off.
What's happening in there? I say as I'm
going to go into
readying
that
my flamethrower.
room. I'm going into that room.
I follow her.
I'm gonna need you to make a will or a fear check at like -5. Because sure you are curious, but I don't know. Can you overpower your sense of survival?
I don't know. Apparently, I can.
Yes, you can. Because Noah is kind of headstrong.
Yeah.
Well, you start inching your way towards the room.
Oh
You're
yeah, I actually
stepping
literally have stubbornness.
Yes. You start stepping on splinters, and you can hear the creaking under your feet,
One
as
good
if you
thing I
were
have shoes.
as if you were stepping on like frozen over snow or something like that.
Hello.
As you poke your head around the corner and look into the room, first thing is that it is very dark in there. You can barely see anything, but what you can see is a very rotted bed. The bedding is completely gone. The frame is mostly broken and decomposed, and ever so barely, you can see that there is something on every wall.
Something.
Yes. You can see the stone, but there's something on the stone. But you don't really have enough light to see.
I'm gonna need some light here.
I will.
Not enter.
Do
the
my
room.
eyes cast light?
No,
No.
they don't.
I will slide you a lantern.
I flick on my IR anyways.
You see even less now, because you see heat.
Oh,
Well, that would be no, because IR is infrared light. It's not thermographic.
Ah. Right. I keep messing those two up.
Yeah, it's easy to switch in your brain.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna light the lantern.
Yes. Well, what you see is a fairly wrecked room, basically. And on every wall, the floor, the ceiling, is just written something. You can't read it out loud because you don't know the language.
Hmm.
But it's written in some, you'd guess, charcoal or something like that. Something black.
I'm going to make a note. I mean, I probably have a notebook, like
Yes,
a
you do.
notepad or something. So I'm going to make copies of the weird writing. Is it
That
like
will take you
reading?
days.
No, I mean a sample. Just a random sample.
Okay.
So I can figure out later what language it is or something. Something that looks like it's the start of a sentence.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this. It's actually roll your ritual magic.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You have seen this before. You can't read it, but you have seen it before.
Hmm.
That's about as much as you get, though.
So it's probably something magic related shit.
One would assume as much.
Yes. So I mean, it still might be the ramblings of a madman, but at least it's the magical ramblings of a madman. And after I've copied, like, what I assume to be few sentences, I'm gonna leave the room. Hopefully,
Mhm.
the room will let me leave.
It does.
Thank you.
Now that the door is gone, it seems to be. It's cold as all hell in here, but you don't hear any whispers. You don't see any weird flicks of imagination. It just seems rather still.
Just for the heck of it, I'm going to draw the symbol on the floor one last time.
Also, I'm gonna check the other rooms.
Well, while she is drawing, the second room, which had a broken door, is just a simple bedroom. There is basically nothing here. You can see the only thing you can see is that there's a small closet in the corner.
I checked that closet.
It creaks slightly as you open it, and you find some rather poorly preserved, but still preserved clothing.
Well, as I enter and I notice the door is gone, I will walk closer and see what Noah is doing.
Yes.
I'm not in the room anymore.
Well,
Like-
it takes you a while to copy it
Well,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the way into the room when it happened.
Well, you see what I described earlier, except that you have no fucking clue. You've never seen writing like this ever.
Well, I guess I'll take a few notes, trying to figure out what it is.
Yep.
When I get access to a library.
Ebenezer,
Oi.
do you rummage around in the, or are you just like,
I'll kick around the clothes if there's anything underneath them, but I'm probably gonna go to the room. The last
well,
room.
you do find something actually. Under a pair of threadbare clothing that's been piled up, you find what a let's see here. Yeah, you would know pretty much exactly what it is. It's a hunting rifle.
Nice.
It's a single action, or a bolt action, one round hunting rifle.
Ooh,
It's
metallic cartridges.
Yes, it seems to be in a decent nick. The wood seems to have survived quite well, thanks to the fact that it's very well treated and it's been under clothing inside of a closet this entire time.
Is there a shoulder strap?
No, there isn't. There isn't even fittings for one.
I will have to have the professor change that in the future, but I'm gonna just carry it like a soldier holds his rifle when he's marching.
Right?
Then I'm gonna go. Well, were there any? I'm gonna search the closet a little closer to see if there are any actual shells for it.
Alright. Give me search check at +4 because you know what you're searching for.
Does it use the same kind of ammunition that the revolver uses? Because I remember that using rifle shots.
No, it uses actually slightly larger rounds because it's meant for hunting.
What does a search check entail?
If you don't have search, it's a perception at -3, I believe. So you have a perception +1, basically,
Go
or
have a look.
+2. I mean,
What was it? Search?
yeah. But I think whatever penalties he has, I
See,
think
perception
he
-5.
Okay, so he still succeeds with 3 degrees of success. You do find bullets. You find 5 of them.
I pocket them
Yes.
and I exit.
I need to actually give you stats for this because since you actually took the time to search for the bullet, you can now use it. Where is it? Just a second. I don't actually have the book open.
Well, I'd take a bathroom break then.
Yeah, you do that. Okay. So these are the stats for your new hunting rifle. It does. Fuck, no, I lost it again. There it is. It does 7d plus 1 piercing.
7D?
7d6 plus 1.
Not too bad. It's a lot of damage.
It's a rifle.
Yeah.
It gives everything.
Yeah, mine is only 60.
It has an accuracy of 5.
Rate of fire of 1.
Yes. Shots of 1. Has a bulk of actually just -5, because it's a rather lightweight build. Has a recoil of 3, even though that will probably never come into effect. And its range is 1,100 to 4,500.
It's a sniper rifle.
It's a hunting rifle.
Well,
It's
yeah.
meant to have long range.
Still basically a sniper rifle.
Just need to get some scopes installed in my eyes.
And, of course, it uses the gun's rifle skill.
And if I don't have that skill,
Let's see here.
I think it's still -2 because of not familiar. If you have
Yeah,
so you have
it's-
pistols.
It's other guns at -2. So you can use your gun's pistol at -2.
So
There
I
you go.
immediately fire. What?
And I changed it to PI because it's just PI. It's not PI plus.
okay.
It's the one bad thing with early rifles. Their rounds are thin as shit.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go check that last room.
Yes. This door is locked,
I
and
am
it does
going.
have a lock.
I am calling for Daniel.
I'll head there. Take out my lockpick set.
Roll at -4.
Okay.
If you break your lockpicks, I have spares.
Okay. No.
You almost do, as you notice that the lock is quite possibly entirely rusted shut.
Okay. I think we have to use brute force here. I'll take out my crowbar and try to pry it open.
All right. Are you just gonna take time and do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes you like 5 minutes, but eventually you manage to get the lock to pop out of its socket, and you open what is basically the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks. Most things in here is actually quite well preserved, since this room seems to have been completely closed off to the elements.
Tape is still on.
No.
Yeah, I gathered that all up.
I meant the one in the kitchen, but yeah. Okay, I'll probably head in and, look around to see if there's any more weird ghost bleeding things.
Oh, give me a search check if you wish.
That's gonna go so amazingly with my 6. Whatever, let's do it. I mean, I can't say it can't hurt to try it because it can, but nah.
Well, you still do find something because it stands out. You do find a golden locket. Yep, it's still on its chain, and it looks simple, but it's gold.
I'll take it with the edge of my dagger, not touching it.
Mm-hmm.
And does my dagger suddenly get super gold?
No.
Yeah, then I'll take it with my hand.
Yeah, it feels like a normal locket, slightly heavy.
I'll open it up.
Inside you find 2 pictures, painted in, but they faded a lot with age. On the left there is a picture of a man and a woman posing, probably a man and his wife. And in the right there is the image of a teenage-ish girl. It's hard to tell really. It's like it started to flake and stuff, so you can't really make out much more than that.
Okay. I'll close it. Like, just show it to Ebenezer. Yeah.
That's fancy.
Yeah, it is, to be entirely honest, for a house like this.
Look what I found.
Is it tea?
No, I'm clearly holding a rifle.
Oh,
I mean, that could
That's-
be also tea.
that's
It's a tea
oh,
cannon.
nice. That is, yours is cooler.
Have you checked if it's still functional?
Don't do it here. It's big. It makes more loud sounds.
I wasn't talking about firing it. I was talking about checking the mechanisms.
Okay, it's a bolt-action rifle, which I'm assuming has probably a simple, like, pin spring.
Yeah.
I cycle the bolt, and I
It-
cock the hammer.
It might require a little bit of oiling and a little bit of maintenance, but it cycles fine if a bit stiff.
I do have an extra can of oil that I totally picked up at that guy's shop.
Can I borrow that?
Sure.
I will try to fix it up.
I hand him the oil.
Doing armory, small arms, yeah, you did it. Oh yeah, it's fine. It just needed a little bit of oil and cycling the bolt a couple of times. It's just been laying around for a while. No one's been taking care of it.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Nice.
You find a tiny spot of rust on the barrel on the outside, but it's so tiny you can probably just scrape it off with like a knife and it will be gone.
Yeah, I guess when I get back to the workshop, I'll take a closer look and get rid of the rust.
I'm gonna go back. No, fell on.
Oh no! Ebenezer was eaten by a telephone monster.
I don't know why someone from North Dakota is calling me, but I decided not to answer.
Isn't North Dakota like the most boring state or something?
Close
I
to it.
think they
Or
didn't.
was it South Dakota?
Yeah, no, it was North Dakota that John Oliver did a piece on.
So
Yeah.
before I was
They-
so rudely interrupted by one of the Dakotas, I was gonna go back to that closet and take a shirt and try to make a impromptu sling for the rifle so that I can have hands free.
Yeah, you pick up the cloth and you pretty much immediately discover that it, it there is like it will not hold for anything basically. Like you can put it between your fingers and smush it and it will basically turn to dust.
Stupid moths. That I just returned.
I mean, I believe you do have like bits of rope and shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm like I like borrow your rope.
Yeah, we do have that camping gear where that might be something useful.
So
Climbing
at
gear.
this point, I'm probably done in the room,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to draw the symbol on the something now.
Yeah,
Floor.
you do. And this time nothing happens.
Cool.
How long has it been since the door exploded? I was freaked out.
About 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's the fact that I have, mostly leisurely walked around. Would that count as an interest?
What?
Um,
I couldn't quite
healing.
make out what you were saying.
Because what I've been doing that 10 minutes is basically just like I have picked one lock. Actually, no, yeah, never mind. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did quite.
You
then-
spent half of it trying to open the door.
Yeah, I will then probably just like sit down, have a small break, lean
Yeah.
against the wall, and just like because one fatigue point more, and I'm just basically useless.
Well, I'd suggest that we should leave this house and maybe do a bit of pyromancy on it.
I don't think that's necessary. It seems to have calmed down. See, the symbol is still there. Nothing is happening. I hear no whispers. Is it? It's not even cold anymore, is it? Like,
It's still cold, but it's
not-
slowly heating up. Like
Yeah.
the air is cycling out. It's not unnaturally cold anymore.
how about the goo?
It's still there, but it's not being produced anymore.
Okay, good. See, everything is fine now.
I'm entirely sure. What if something was meant to be imprisoned there and we unfortunately unlocked it?
Well,
And now it's
that's the
going to
case-
cause ravage and destruction in the entire world?
if that's the case, it's a little late.
Yeah, if that's the case, we've never been here, okay?
I mean, there's no point in burning down the prison once the prisoners have escaped. Except maybe to cover up something, but
If we were never here, why is it then burnt down? So yeah,
indeed.
it's not.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a little robo nap with I'm gonna lock it so like I have the rifle shouldered and I'm pointing it straight out the door. But then I
So
just
you look like an oversized, very creepy nutcracker.
exactly.
What time of day is it?
It's like nearing noon. It's like maybe 2 hours to noon. It's starting to get pretty pleasant outside.
Well, maybe instead of resting, we should continue exploring.
I mean, Dan had a terrible fright.
As long as we don't do anything too rash, it should be fine.
Yeah, I really want to go to that big mansion.
let's just have a nice, pleasant stroll up there.
Yeah.
No rush.
And on the way, see if we can find like a bank or something, a jeweler or somewhere else that we might find something of value.
Now, they're having this talk, but I've already
Like a
disconnected my
library.
senses. So you guys will go to leave, but Ebenezer's just standing there.
Well,
Yeah.
I imagine since some of you have some fatigue you need to get rid of, that you take like a short little breather and just,
I mean, we could have the tea.
yeah,
Like,
you basically take a moment to just gather yourselves.
we didn't have time to
Yeah.
drink
Tea is
it,
important.
really.
Tea is more important than breakfast.
The most important
Meals of the day.
Yeah, it
In
happened
plural.
several times.
Yeah.
Luckily, you guys mentioned the keyword that automatically brings me out of sleep.
Tea?
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, tea is the key word. Anyway, I think this is a good point to cut off the session.
Yes.
That was
Well,
really
we will
fun.
click on the save game button before we continue onwards.
Yes. I must say that was kind of fun.
Ghosts!
That whole door situation was real nice.
We're fucked, guys. We're fucked.
I'm so excited.
Noah's so excited, but just
Yeah,
can't
but,
hide it.
Amazing. That was just. That was great.
Yeah. It's a real shame none of you are mediums.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
We need magic when you can use science and brute force.
Yeah, I'm also into science, but also the magical stuff. After all, I am an alchemist.
I just.
Alchemy is a pseudoscience.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Take
like
science and to have science, have magic.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I still find it amusing how it's like because the clockwork mechanic things required like certain skills. It's like so I am a half of like I lived most times on the streets, but I did have a home, and for some reason I now know applied mathematics.
Well, the reason why you would know applied mathematics is because you need to know certain principles of physics for
Yeah.
clockwork to work properly. And it's just something you learn while you're doing it,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
So if
gears and
this gear-
ratios.
yeah, if this gear works this way,
But yeah, when we get money, I'm planning on somehow mixing up some healing potions or something like that.
I'm planning on getting a nice leather strap and a fancy scope.
I don't know
But
why.
but
my brain expected you to say fancy skirt.
Well, that goes without saying.
but yeah, that's the reason I need that bank, because it's expensive AF.
I think that's the point.
I think this is a good point to say bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.